Low key, I have not worked a fast food job ever since I seen a nigga spit in a burger. Fast food worker experience by Chald. I don't know about y'all, but I've done my fair share of time in the fast food industry. I think my first fast food job was Burger King. I worked at Wendy's, and I believe that was it. That was the two social experiments that I needed to realize that the fast food industry was just not for me. But let's tap in. Let's get into the video. It's your boy RushMoreRick. If you like the reaction video, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Fast food. Working in fast food was something else, man. You think working at a place where all you do is take orders and flip burgers would be boring, but some of the most interesting things happen around here. There's something about being behind the counter that just shows.
That's one thing I will say. I never really. There's some times throughout the day where you're going to be bored. I think that's just how it is at any job. But I will say working fast food, you never know what you're going to get on a day-to-day basis. Like some days where it's going to be fast and you're just seeing crazy shit. Some days it's going to be slow, but like it's, you know what I'm saying? The work environment is always just so sporadic. You never know what you're going to encounter.
You how crazy people really are. Everybody enjoys their fair share of fast food, you know? The little children, the single moms, even the billionaires enjoy it from time to time. So with all the worlds colliding, you'll come across some very strange interactions. I put in close to 5 years working at a fast food joint, and even though I had some
5 years? Nah. Let me tell you why that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not like everybody needs a job. You know what I'm saying? If you're broke and you can't do anything else, it's nothing wrong with a fast food job. In theory, it's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Make your coin how you got to make your coin. But fast food is just not for some people. Like if you don't have a high people tolerance, that's not for you. If you don't have the ability to be quick and on your feet, it's not for you. If the order comes up to fucking $4.80, $4.76 and they give you a $5 bill and you don't know what change to give them back off the top of your head without looking at the POS system, the job is not for you. Now me, I was luckily, you know what I'm saying, when I was at Burger King and I was at Wendy's, I never was like a fryer. I was always doing the customer service. I was always, you know what I'm saying, because I like to talk. I like to take orders. I like to, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing anything but touching a burger, but touching a patty. I can't, you know what I'm saying, just something about, I believe my first day at Burger King, they tried to put me in the kitchen and I was struggling with fucking wrapping the paper intentionally. I was intentionally showing these niggas I was incapable of, you know what I'm saying, wrapping the wrapping paper because I did not want to be in there. It's hot as shit. It's fucking 18 different burgers on the menu. People are nowadays are fat as shit and creative as shit. I don't want to sit here and fucking create the world's most difficult burger concoction because you decide one day that you want to have mayo, onions, tomatoes, fucking relish. You want to have horse semen. You want to have everything that we got available condiment wise in the back kitchen on your burger. I don't have time for that.
Great times there were some bad times. A lot of bad times. And since it's hitting my first year since I ended up quitting, I thought why not expose the deepest, darkest secrets about this place. Cause we be spitting in the food, shitting in the food, nutting on the food. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah, he's not joking. There's some people that really do get nasty in this world. That's why I don't really be liking to eat at certain social medias. Like if it even look like you gotta go inside and look at the place, you know what I'm saying? If it looked like y'all the type to get down that way, I won't be ordering it.
First started my career in high school, I actually came in very excited and happy because I really needed a job. Back when I was 16 years old, I wanted to experience the cool lifestyle that the other teenagers had. People in my school were rocking the new sneakers, they were going to malls, spending money on Auntie Anne's and Wet Toes Pretzels, and I couldn't do that because I had no money. My broke ass was wearing the off-brand shoes that my mom bought from Chinatown. Instead of wearing Jordans, I'd be wearing the Jordongs because my shit got an extra bulge in it. And instead of wearing New Balance, I was wearing No Balance because my shit got no support. I even ate at home almost all the time since I couldn't afford any other food than the $1 fries that the McDonald's app used to have. Those are a few examples that showed how broke I was as a teenager. So even though I was barely getting minimum wage, it was my first sign of getting motion, and it's a lot better than doing nothing and getting paid $0. So the first day I clocked in, it was a lot of easy work. I was getting introduced to the other workers, getting trained, took some orders, and I clocked out of the shift knowing that I made $60 with extra tips. And I felt rich as hell. That money meant a lot to me. I'm already thinking of the clothes I can buy, a PC that can replace my shitty laptop, and seeing my bank account grow was satisfying. I became a wage demon, because even though I was only scheduled 3 days a week, I would always be ready to take someone's shift if they were willing to let me get it.
That's one thing I will say, right? With the younger generation of people who gets their first job, like, we're so motivated, bro. We're so motivated to punch the clock. I remember when I first started working at fucking Burger King. Well, my first job in general, it wasn't at fast food, but like my first few jobs, Burger King was when I really started making like adult money, like your first form of adult money. And it's just like you picking up shifts, like, oh, this person, like you're constantly looking at the fucking job board, like or this person called out and they posted shifts. So I'm sniping that. I'm fucking sniping that every single time. But it's just like when you're young and you get your first job and you start making money and you start realizing that you can do shit on your own, like on your own discretion with your own paper, it's like no better feeling than that. You slightly, like, that's how the system tricks you into becoming money hungry, because you start making money on your own for the first time, and it's like, damn, this feels nice. It feels nice knowing that I could DoorDash some fucking crumble cookie at 3 in the morning and can't nobody fucking have none because I paid for it. Like, it feels nice, you know what I'm saying?
I always thought of it like, why would I sit at home, do nothing, and get paid nothing when I could put the fries in the bag and get paid $15? Money is money, so I worked really hard. But even though I was a hard worker, I was also a dumb worker. There was one time we got a DoorDash order from a customer named like Dortha Chic or something like that, and in my head I was reading it and thinking, haha, that name kind of sounds like Shrek. So I decided to scribble their name out of the receipt and rewrite their last name to be Shrek. I thought nothing of it. The DoorDasher came by and picked up the order, and about 30 minutes later when I was cleaning the toilets, the phone rings and my boss answers. Turns out Dortha was not happy about the little scribble I wrote. Long story short, I got yelled at, written up, and Dortha got a free meal. And looking back, that was dumb of me, that was immature, I shouldn't have done that, that was not professional. But Dortha's a fucking snitch! Another moment of my hard worker times was when I came into work all sad and crying. My high school sweetheart just transferred to ASU for college, and during the first week, I found out that she was put in a reverse Boston Crab with like 4 frat dudes. And that done ripped my heart out, but I still decided to show up for work. My boss obviously saw that I wasn't okay, so she let me take a few minutes in the break room, then gave me some tough love speech about how I gotta keep personal things out of the workspace, pretty much to suck it up and lock in. And looking back again, I don't know why I didn't take that day off.
I'm not gonna lie, we don't talk about that enough, right? A lot of people go through shit, obviously, in their personal lives, but I don't know what it is about, you know what I'm saying, just going into work knowing that you just, like, you got in, like, say you and your girl had an argument, right before you decide to leave for work. Like, your whole shift is just fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Every fucking second of your shift, like, you already don't want to be at work. Like, let's get that out the way. You already don't want to be there, but it's just like throughout the whole shift, you just replaying arguments, replaying, she said this, I said that, I could have said this, she shouldn't have said that, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you got to deal with that for 8 grueling hours. And I like, Lord forbid you at a job that where 8 hours is just like you're lucky if you're just working a set 8. Imagine you coming into work knowing that you got to do OT and you just got all this emotional baggage on you. Like,
It was kind of a trend of me prioritizing the job over other things in my life, which I now realize I could have done a lot more things outside of taking orders. The honeymoon phase wears off and you catch on the strangeness of the fast food world. I mean, it's already a strange place to work when you come in and your coworker could be a dumbass high schooler like me, or a dad with 2 baby mamas. The conversations you have get very interesting.
So how's it going, man?
I'm okay, just studying for finals right now, so it's kind of stressful.
Oh yeah, speaking about stress, I just found out I got a 3rd baby that I didn't even know about. Ain't that crazy?
And I'm over here thinking like, yo, we both work at this McDonald's type of job, man. I'm cool with my wage because I don't got expenses like that, but how are you living off your McDonald's wage while supporting 3 children? I don't know how they do it, but they do. Like, some of the workers at my place are there from morning to closing every single day. They practically live there. When I get scheduled for random days throughout the week, I would still see them. It's a very tough life they got, but respect to them for doing the full morning to night shift. Now, for those who also worked in fast food, let me know if you guys agree with this, but the morning shift is always superior to the night shift. The night shift is in the middle of the day. You can't really schedule things to do in the morning.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, night shift, because the people don't like the night shift of fast food because you get the dinner time rush. The dinner time rush is what makes the job go. Like, the dinner time rush is better than the fucking lunchtime rush, because with lunchtime rush, you're getting everybody that live in the area, everybody that's fucking passing through, everybody that has a job like just close by. You're going to get fucked at the lunchtime rush. Like, it's just inevitable. That's what's just gonna happen. But I say all that to say, well, I'd rather work the nighttime shift because obviously no matter what shift you work, you're going to get a period where you just get busy. But say you work at a Burger King and they close at 11. From 10 o'clock to 11, maybe not 9:30, 9:40 to 11 o'clock, you're just there. Like you're just there. Like you're not doing anything. You're about to start cleaning. You're about to start prepping. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your manager, they like, all right, we not about to be doing all this exotic shit. Like when I worked at Burger King, my manager on the night shifts, he had a policy, and all the customers that like were reoccurring that came at that time, no, we're not doing Bacon Kings at 10:30. We close at 11. We're not doing triple whoppers with cheese on each fucking patty. We're not doing that. When you come here and it's 10:30, knowing that we close at 11, you're going to get a fucking generic Whopper with everything on it. You'll be lucky to even have a slice of cheese. You'll be lucky to even get that. So I think I like the night shift better because depending on who management, depending on like obviously your traffic area and how much foot traffic you get, drive-through traffic, it all varies. But I think low key I will take fucking night shift fast food any day of the week.
You got more customers to deal with because people go out for dinner and late night meals. And after you already close, you got even more cleaning to do to prepare for the next morning. If you work the morning shift, everything is ready to go. Stuff is in stock, tables are clean. All you really got to do is unlock the door, turn on the store lights, and you're good to go. And after you
No, brother. See, that was my mistake. That was the mistake that I had because I used to work the mornings on the weekends at Burger King. And when I tell you, the moment that we open at I think we had to be there like fucking, I had to be there like 5 or 6. The moment that I fucking stepped behind the counter, I didn't even fucking finish logging into the register to modify my POS to make sure that it's under my name. Niggas are asking me for fucking hash brown.
your shift is done, the sun is still out, and you can spend the rest of your day doing something else. The only problem about mornings is that it's less busy, so it's more slow, and the shift indirectly feels longer, but overall, it's significantly less work and less customers to deal with. But speaking about customers, let's talk about them, because a fast food spot wouldn't be fast food without them. First of all, shout outs to the customers who are nice and friendly. I appreciate you and your kindness, but for the rest of y'all, it feels like some of y'all's brains fell out of your head. People
like I say, as your first introduction into the real world and seeing how the everyday person operates, seeing how the everyday person thinks and fucking goes about living their lives, like fucking working fast food, especially as your first job, is a real world eye opener. Like you start to see that a lot of people are just fucking very ignorant, very dumb, very stupid, very impatient. You know what I'm saying? Very in the rush to get a number one meal with little to no modifications at all. Like it's just funny to me how, you know what I'm saying, people treat fast food and serve, and it's not everybody, obviously, you know what I'm saying. The internet and being online makes it seem like every fucking fast food employee is just constantly getting shit on for 8 hours when that's not the case. But when it happens, oh, it is bad. It's bad, brother. It's bad.
They can be regular functioning human beings doing their taxes, driving, graduating from Yale, but the moment they stand in front of a cash register to place an order, they just start losing brain cells. I came into this customer fast food service work being optimistic and ready to help people, to realizing some people can't be helped. Sometimes a conversation would go like this. Excuse me, what's on the chicken plate? It's grilled chicken thighs served with rice. Oh, okay. But what's on the beef plate? It's beef served with rice. Oh, okay. So, what's on the chicken and beef plate? Like, bro, I'm smiling on the outside but dying on the inside. This has to be rage bait. There's something you can do called reading, man. And I don't know if I'm nitpicking at this point, but sometimes when there's a super long line and you're in the back waiting to order, I assume that you already know and decided on what you're
fucking SpongeBob clip was that? I'm about to climb through all these legs, and after each leg I climb through, you gonna slap this ass. What the hell?
Gonna get. But when it's finally their turn, the customer gets confused on what we even sell. Like, our menu is super simplistic. At the end of the day, we serve meat with rice. That's kind of it. There's not a lot to choose from. This part doesn't bother me as much, but it's when I help them out with their order, and when they get their food, they're confused on what they ordered. Excuse me, yeah? Why is there salad in my order? You ordered the chicken salad, sir. Oh, I didn't know it was gonna have salad. Could I change my order? These customers are really testing my patience. I remember this one time there was actually a deal at my store where there was a $5 off $20 for online orders only. And some guy calls our store since they have trouble using the discount code. So I call our big boss, tell him about the situation, and he's like, okay, put in his order in our own system and throw in the $5 discount. So I get back to the customer. I tell him, yo, if the online code isn't working, just tell me what you want to order. We'll put it in our in-person system and throw in the $5 discount. So he tells me his order, I put in the discount, the problem is solved. Then 5 minutes later, the guy calls back. Actually, I'm gonna pick it up at another location. Can you tell the other store I'm picking it up there? Okay, so this guy made me do twice the amount of work. Our stores do not have telekinesis. First of all, now I gotta cancel his order in our own location. Then next, I gotta call the other store, tell him about the whole online discount doesn't work situation. Then tell the other store what he wants to order with the specific adjustments to give him a $5.
Look, if you work in fast food, I'm about to drop a hack for you in this situation because I've had this happen before where people will order at your location. They'll call up. They'll say, "Oh, I made a mistake. Can you cancel that order?" Yeah. You'll cancel it, brother. I'm about to consume the fuck out of your meal in the bathroom in the next 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, for sure. I canceled it. Yeah, and yeah, your money's coming back. It's gonna be pending in 2 to 4 business days. You're not seeing that money ever again. It's just not gonna happen.
Discount. And even though it was annoying, what can I say? I'm a helpful ass dude. I contacted the other store, told them the situation, problem solved. I ended my shift happy that I helped someone out. But then he calls back again, and my coworker answers. And the guy starts yelling at my coworker. There was probably some miscommunication going back and forth with my boss, the customer, the other store. But I gave up. I did the best I could do, and some customers just can't be helped. Mind you, there was no thank you that came out of his mouth during the whole time I was helping him out. I don't blame the customer for why the $5 discount wasn't working online, but why do you gotta make it so hard for us workers, man? He could have just went to our store and the problem would have been solved because I would have been there to help him out. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how it is with the customers nowadays, but I feel like it's gotten worse since I left. I see the recent trends going on with messing with the fast food workers, saying ninja after every sentence.
Hey, thanks for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Can I get an iced chai latte, nigga?
An iced chai? Anything else for you?
Yeah, nigga.
I'm sorry, you can't talk to our baristas that way.
They put too much cheese.
See, look, and shit like that is like, yeah, I chuckled and I laughed, but it's like, why are we joking at the expense of a fucking Starbucks barista? Like, and I know that type of content is popular over there in the fucking Meta Glasses weirdo universe, but it's like we need to start like publicly shaming these niggas who going through drive-throughs and just fucking with baristas. Like, you're fucking with baristas. I understand the Popeyes people, like, they deserve it, but baristas at a Starbucks, like, why are you even there in the first place? Shit is ass.
I ordered extra cheese, but this is just a little too much. I don't do good with dairy. This is just like way too much. Can I get a new burger or not?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wish someone did that while I was still working there because that would make my day. Near the end of my fast food career, I eventually only worked 1 day a week during the weekends. And now I switched to working on YouTube videos on the weekend. So I have to thank you guys for making that possible. But anyway, if you guys want to hear more fast food stories, like and subscribe and tell me in the comments. If this video does well, I'll make a part 2. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video and yeah.
Drop it in the comments. Do y'all have experience working in fast food? Like, what was y'all first jobs? It's your boy RushMoreRick. If you enjoyed the reaction, like, comment, subscribe. We got other shit to react to. We out of here. Duh.